Hey YouTube, it's Gemini here, and I'm going to do a review of the Halloween 2, the one that Rob Zombie made. It's sort of hard to see that part because of the stickers in there, because I got it from the library. Halloween 2, theatrical edition. This movie is a little hard to explain if you haven't seen the first one. And this one, it's been a while since I've seen the first one, but I'm going to read you what it says on that. Michael Myers has returned to finish what he has started. Rob Zombie's H2 Halloween 2 picks up at the exact moment that 2007's box office smash Halloween stopped and follows the aftermath of Michael Myers' murderous rampage through the eyes of heroine Laurie Strode. Evil has a new destiny. Michael Myers is back in this terrifying sequel to Rob Zombie's visionary reimagining of Halloween. It is that time of year again, and Michael Myers has returned home to sleepy Haddonfield, Illinois to take care of some unfinished business, unleashing a trail of terror that only horror master Zombie can. Myers will stop at nothing to bring closure to the secrets of his twisted past, but the town's got an unlikely new hero. If they can only stay alive long enough to stop the unstoppable. So, at the beginning of this movie, it shows Laurie running out of the street saying, I killed him, and she was all cut up and all bloody. And it ends up her going to the doctor. Like, they go to the house and they get another girl that was all cut up too. And then they put Michael in the back of a truck, and because they thought he was dead. And they took the girls to the hospital and they sewed them up. It was nasty watching them get sewed up and cleaned off. But then they put him in the back of a truck and they were going down the street. They told him to get him far away. And they ended up going down the street and they hit a cow. And the two people that was driving, the first one dies that was driving. And then Michael gets out and the guy's barely alive. Sitting in the passenger seat, Michael cuts his throat with a piece of glass from the car. And then he goes on down the street. And then he ends up going to the hospital. And Michael goes in there, and that's where Laurie and that other girl were. And then Laurie's out there trying to go to see her friend that got cut up. And then the lady tells her to go back to her room. And when she goes back to her room, the lady was like, "Do you need help?" And she was like, "No." And then the lady got stabbed. And the girl needed help. And then a little bit later, it showed the girl walking out like the helper from the doctor, walking through the door, and like she's like just walking all slow, and then it shows blood like her face is sliced, and it shows her screaming, and then Michael Myers comes after her and starts stabbing her, and then Laurie runs out into this thing, and like what security thing, or she goes down the stairs and sees all kinds of dead people and blood everywhere. And she goes outside into the security thing, and no one's there. Because she goes to the window, and then some guy comes in. I guess it was his shift. And then he's like, "Oh my God, let me get you some help." And then she's like, he's coming. And then, the guy came, like, "Here, let me start my car, come over here." And then he came back after he was unlocking the door and started his car. He was like, "My car's a pain in the butt to get started." And then you see Michael Myers break down the window. It smashes the window. Like, it hits the guy, and then he starts breaking the thing. And then she, like, wakes up after she's, like, about to die. Because he, like, busts the whole thing, busts through the wall. And then it shows him with, like, an axe about to cut her with it. And then she wakes up. this part's sort of easy to explain. And later on in the movie, she thinks he's dead, and then like she just keeps having these weird dreams around Halloween time, and the guy that was like Michael Myers' doctor made a book, and it said something about Laurie not really being Laurie. It's Angel Myers, Michael Myers' sister, and she was freaking out. And there's the disc. And then they ended up going to a party, and then Michael Myers like kills a bunch of people there. And then they go back to the house, like, cause they got the dad, the girl that got cut. Like, Laurie lives with this girl and her dad. Like, the girl was the one that got cut with her in the beginning. And the dad reads the book, and she was like, something happened, and then she was like talking to Laurie, and then Laurie like just ran off. And then he told some guy to go with a shotgun on his front porch. And then Michael Myers kills that guy, goes in the house and slaughters that girl. And then they come home to see all that, and then they call the cops. And then while the girl's on the phone with the cops, the girl gets murdered. And then Laurie, or Angel, runs out because Michael's trying to kill her, and then she runs out to the woods, and then she gets in a car with some guy, and then Michael flips the car, and it's about to blow up, and he takes her out because Michael's like, because he keeps showing these things, like the mom and Michael as a little boy, and it's like, when are we gonna have a family again? And then it showed Uncle taking her to like some shack, and then it showed the mom, and the son, like when they were getting out of the car, like after he pulled her out, it was like the mom, and then the son when he was little, and then Michael now, and then Laurie getting carried. They end up going to a shack, and little Michael was holding Laurie down, or Angel, and the mom kept saying, "I love you, Mommy." And she wouldn't do it, and then she kept saying it. She said, "I love you, Mommy, let me go." And then they ended up having a hostage thing. They were surrounded by cops. And then the guy that was like Michael Myers' doctor went in there, tried to stop him, because he was like, I can stop him. And then Michael Myers killed him, and they shot him, Michael Myers, with a sniper. And then, Laurie got out. Like, the guy that went in there saw Laurie like freaking out, like she was being held down in her head. He was like, "It's all in your head. It's all in your head." And then after that she got out, and then Michael shot her. Michael killed him, and then they shot Michael. And then she came out with Michael's mask on, and she took it off and just passed out in the grass. Like, sort of laying down in the grass. And then it goes to the part at the end of the movie where she's like in this white sponge room or something like that. And she's just in there, and then you see the white horse with the mom walking in there. Like what Michael Myers saw. But, yeah, this movie is pretty good. It was really scary. Well, not really scary, but this is probably one of the scariest movies that I've watched. But, yeah, I give this movie a 9 out of 10. It was sort of confusing for me because I haven't watched the first one in a while. But, yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Bye.